Hey, what's up, traders? How are you doing? How is everything, my people? Guys, first of all, I would like to thank all of you because right now we have over 7K subscribers on our YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. Now, it's been a long time sitting here like this, guys. I've been busy, the expo, everything. Like, I've been all along doing a lot of things, guys. But today, I'm right here to discuss with you one of my best trades so far in my trading journey. Now, I've been taking a lot of trades. I've took gold, I've took Bitcoin, I've took Euro USD, GBP USD. Like, I've took a lot of positions, a lot of trades, guys, within this period of time, but I've not been sharing you my results. But I'm here to share with you one of my best trades so far in my trading history, and that was Bitcoin. Now, a lot of you guys been asking yourself, is it possible? Can really someone make 60K from $300? How is that possible, guys? It's possible, and the market is here right now. I took a screenshot of this trade from actually $300 over $60,000 in just one single trade. I held this position for over 2 weeks, so it is possible. Now, as you know, guys, sometimes I don't want to talk a lot of things. Today I'm not here talk about pips of the week. I'm not here to talk about psychology. I'm here to talk about this trade that gave me a lot of money. Now, let's jump straight to the video. Now, first of all, guys, as how I told you that I trade supply and demand. And for the supply and demand, you have to make it simple. As how our slogan says, trade smarter, not harder. So I was able to get this trade basing on my strategy. And remember very well, I've always been telling you that we have 10 setup. Now, before I show you the setup that I use to grow this account, let me first give you a simple trick how to grow small accounts. Now, back then when I started trading Forex, I didn't know that you can easily trade Forex using small money. And you who is watching right now, I know you have a big account, you have $10,000. You have $50,000 and you think you can make money with that big account of money, and then you end up blowing money. I've seen a lot of people coming in my office. Even today I've had visitors. They're telling me that I lost $100,000, I lost $50,000, I lost $10,000. Now, it's not all about the capital, it's about the skill that you're having. Remember, if you have the skill, you can grow 100 to 1,000, but if you don't have the skill, you can grow 1,000 to $100. Now, let's dive into the chart. So, as you see on the screen, guys, this was Bitcoin, and of course, I shared the signal with my team. As you see on the screen, everything was shared. Now, what you do first, the moment you open your chart, is to identify the market direction, where the market is going. Now, as you see, guys, this market was going down because it was giving us lower lows and lower highs. So after identifying the market direction, the second thing that you have to do is to look for your setup. What strategy do you use? Do you use support and resistance? Do you use trend lines, or you use supply and demand? Now, for me, we use supply and demand. And remember, we have 10 setups. Let me drop for you the setup that I used to take this trade. We had a drop, a base, a drop. Now, the moment you identify a drop, a base, a drop in a downtrend market, what you have to do is to mark your supply zone like this. Remember, identifying the market direction, the market must be giving you lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So that means the market is going down, and you should see this setup in the mid of the trend around here. Drop, base, drop. So what you're seeing here is exactly what I saw on the screen on my chart back then when the setup was appearing on my chart. So what I did, I had to wait for the market to come back to the zone like this, and then I sell. As simple as that. Now, the issue is not about selling, but why are you selling? Because in the market, you're going to see a lot of bases. But the question is, are they valid? Are your bases valid? Now, what makes your base to be valid are the components that I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you 100% of this setup. I remember those ones who attended the expo, this is the same setup that I told you about, and I gave you all the reasons that I used to take the trade. Now, number one, you should identify the market direction. Identify the market direction. Where is the market going? Now the market is going down. That is one. Secondly, you must be having indecision candle. Indecision candle. Okay. You have the direction of the market. You have the indecision candle. Now third, you must be having engulfing candle. Engulfing candle. So you have the direction of the market, you have the indecision candle, you have the engulfing candle. And by the way, before you go further, let me show you here the trade that I took is right here. I shared everything with my team. This was the setup. It's right here, very clean and clear. And of course, I also shared the limit orders, sell, TP1, TP2, TP3. Everything was smashed and dusted. Now, number three, you have to identify the engulfing candle. And number four, identify something like aggressive or impulsive move. So after identifying the four components that can make your demand zone to be valid, why not close your eyes, take the trade? You don't need to look behind, guys. You have to take the trades, because if you don't take the trade, no one will take those trades for you. So after identifying what you're seeing here, I just had to wait for the market to come back to the zone, and I saw the market. That was Bitcoin. Now let's try to see what I drew here on the chart. So this was a drop, a base, a drop. Very clean and clear. So after identifying a drop, a base, a drop, I had to mark my supply zone right here. Mark your supply zone. After marking your supply zone, you have the indecision candle, you have the bearish engulfing candle, and you have the market direction. So just wait for the market to come back to your zone like this, and then you take the trade. As simple as that. Now there's something that made this trade to be worse. Guess what? We had another entry, exactly the same entry that we took on the first zone is the same setup that we saw on the second entry. So again, the market gave us a drop right here. The market gave us a drop, a base, a drop. I think you see, even here it gave us, at first it gave us a drop, a base, a drop. You have to train your eyes. Now after giving us this setup, then I was with my student here. Then she was like, mentor, I see a re-entry on Bitcoin. I was like, for me, I don't do re-entries. What can we do now? She was like, you're going to take the trade whether you want it or not. It had nothing to do. So I marked the zone very clean and clear. And after marking the zone, I had to wait still for the market to come back to the zone. Do you know what happened? I re-entered full margin. Because at first, listen very carefully. At first, I had $300. And then the market started dropping. I think you see my entry. The market started dropping. So by the time this market came back to the zone, I had enough equity. I had enough equity to enter multiple positions. So when the market came back to the zone like this, I entered full margin. That means by this time I had around $800 that can make me to enter more positions. And then after entering the market dropped all the way down. And of course, I had to hit TP1, TP2, and TP3. See the move. See the move here. See how the market dropped all the way down. So is it difficult? It's not difficult. Something is very simple. Learn the setup, learn the strategy, identify the zone, and then you have to take the trade. But then you see, there are some people who are in my Signal group, but they were not able to make even $1,000 from this trade. Who can tell me why? Because they are emotional. Because trading involves a lot of things. Even if you know the setup, even if you know the strategy, but you're emotionally poor, you cannot trade this market. So you need to be able to hold the market for a long period of time. I've seen traders I show the results, I send the same setup, but then they're showing losses. Do you know why? Because we took the same trade, but when the market was going into the drawdown, for them, they closed their positions. But for me, I was patient, waiting until I hit my final take profit. Now, do for me one thing. Look for knowledge. It shouldn't be Super Traders Academy. Look for knowledge. Secondly, be patient. Because don't think that now I've been trading for 3 years now, but I was able to grow this account in the 3rd year. That means things are not easy in the first place. So you have to be patient, waiting for the market to give you the results. Now, third, take the trades. I've seen a lot of people who are scared of taking the trades. Because if you don't take the trades, the broker will not come and knock on your door and take the trades for you. Then lastly, if you take the trades, be patient. Be patient. If you have set your TP1 and TP2, why do you close the market before hitting your TP1 and TP2? No reason. So always wait for the market to hit your final take profit. So guys, that's it, and that's how I was able to take this trade. Simple and straightforward. So in the next video, I'm going to show you the trade that I took on gold. I was actually able to grow from $200 to over $8,000. And I've been holding this trade for 1 week, now, and I always share everything with my team. So as I conclude, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let us make 1K as soon as possible. Peace.